Let's move on then. Our last game of the weekend, which is Monday night, because let's be honest, Manchester United got nothing else to do. So basically, the TV company's just like, yeah, we'll stick you on a Monday night. You've got a free calendar. We'll stick you on a Monday night, or we'll stick you on a Thursday night. They don't really care because they've had nothing to do since August. Manchester United against Bournemouth. It is at United. Form at the moment, Manchester United go into this with much better form than Bournemouth. It's so strange because all of us rave so much about Iraola. We always talk about how good Bournemouth have been. But actually, Bournemouth haven't won in their last 5, and quite heavy losses. They lost 4-0 to Aston Villa. They drew 2-2 to West Ham. They lost 3-2 away at Sunderland. They lost to Everton at home, and they drew 0-0 to Chelsea. Manchester United... Well, God, because they don't play. They hardly ever play. So it's 2-2 against Spurs. They lost in that Monday night football fixture against Everton. They beat Crystal Palace somehow, because whoever watched that game, it was honestly the fact that Crystal Palace were knackered and they ran out of steam, because the first half, they got bopped, okay? And I don't know what happened half time. They were just too tired after that because they played on the Thursday. But they did win that one. They drew to 1-1 to West Ham. And then, of course, they beat Wolves. But they still gave them a chance, Wolves, at some point. So yeah, we look into this one, and it's 7th for Manchester United in the table. Bournemouth are 14th. Are we being not nice enough to Manchester United, and maybe they've turned a bit more of a corner, because we're all very quick to jump on Amram?
Be nice to Man United. Come on, we've all suffered from Man United over the years.
Well,
you have. I have.
I have in the past.
Exactly, we've all suffered.
However, Manchester United have given my greatest day ever.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I beat them 4 times last season.
Listen, you can never be harsh enough on that club. They were given everything. They did a lot of nefarious ways of getting it. Let's just say Fergie time was a little bit of an interesting thing. I think there was a little bit of favoritism involved. But, well, allegedly.
It's just one loss in 9, though, for Manchester United at the minute.
No, they're
doing well. They're doing well for once.
You have to think about Manchester United, right? They're 7th in the table from where they were last year. 25 points. Liverpool are above them on 26. Palace, 26th in 5th. Chelsea, 4th, with 28 points. So they're only 3 points off of 4th. Considering, I know they've had nothing else to do and they are having one game a week. But you have to give them credit for where none of us would have thought Ruben Amorim would have survived 1, 2, 3 international breaks. But he has.
I'm surprised he didn't get sacked after Grimsby.
Exactly. Are the expectations so low from what he done with Man United last season that now we're congratulating them for just being in 7th? I feel like with Man United, as we said, what they've done in history, this is nowhere near good enough. A lot of the Man United fans will say, look, this is the best we can do, but I expect them to be fighting for the title alongside, Man City, ourselves, etc. So, yeah, it's not good enough, but based on how they've been, this is probably the best run of form that they've had for a long time.
It can't get any worse than last season, can it?
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean?
No.
So, yeah, the fact that they got, Bruno Fernandes getting more assists now, Mason Mount's coming back. Obviously, we're looking at their back 3 with is it Heaven? Obviously, former Arsenal guy. You can see that they're kind of getting a nice little system. I still feel like they need to sort out their striker, because just having Cunha up top is not good enough.
I think Benjamin Šeško was meant to be back, but I think he's had food poisoning or something.
My God, this guy, man, what is
dodgy lasagna one might say.
What is wrong with this guy, man? He's just weak.
Lasagna.
Come on.
Listen, all biases aside, as you say, they are on good form, and you have to give them credit, because they didn't start off the season well at all. And as you said, they are not far off Chelsea at all in that 4th place position. Do I think they'll keep this momentum going throughout the rest of the season? Not necessarily. I think they've kind of capitalised on other teams dropping off from their early part in the season they've built. And fair play to them, and fair play to Amorim, because he was under a lot of pressure, and he's shown a lot of courage in his system, a lot of belief within himself when everyone would have told him switch things up, completely chop and change everything. And he's been a bit arrogant, and maybe things are starting to pay off for him.
Do you still feel like he's stubborn? He's too stubborn, though. No. I think you spoke about your manager and the fact that he was so hard-headed on a certain formation, and then he's all of a sudden he's changed. He's managed to get success. Do you feel like Amorim is just stuck in his ways?
That was slightly different, because he changed it from what he was doing in the Championship, and we didn't have the personnel for it. Whereas our greatest manager, Bielsa, was extremely stubborn, and it was very effective. And I think when you look at the best managers, the ones that go on to win league titles and have eras of dominance, they are stubborn with what they want to do. Pochettino was stubborn. Bielsa was stubborn. Arsene Wenger, to a certain extent, was very stubborn with what he wanted to do. And Pep Guardiola is one of the most stubborn managers in world football.
But don't they get found out eventually? Like, if they play a certain way all this time, people will start finding out a way to kind of counteract that. So I hear what you're saying in terms of sticking to your guns and this is how I played at this club and this is how I'm going to bring it to Man United. But eventually you'll get found out.
I mean, they got found
out.
out.
They've been found
been
out,
found
yeah.
out.
So
they're the easiest team to play.
Let them have their little purple patch now, all well and good, but
Yeah.
how far can they take it? Are they going to be title contenders with the likes of Arsenal, Man City? No. Top 4, maybe. But really and truly, they're not going to get back to their very, very best, the peak where we saw Ferguson dominated for all those years.
No.
So, yeah, look, run on form is favouring them over Bournemouth. Are Man United probably going to win? Yes. But are they going to be damaging anytime soon, like the title contention?
It just shows you about this league, though, because obviously we was talking about Bournemouth were flying high at the start of the season, isn't it? They were doing really well. And now, all of a sudden, like, as Abby was saying, the last few games, they haven't even got a win. They're struggling. And Man United are now the ones in form. So it just shows you how, after a few weeks, it can just twist and turn. That's why when people ask me about like Arsenal or the top 3, it's ever changing, you know. So you can't guarantee anything yet. You literally have to take it game by game.
Yeah, I mean Villa, as you said, we sat here on the show a bit earlier on in the
season
saying should Emery get sacked while they were sat on 1 point.
We did.
Now they're third.
Yeah.
Man United win. Let's say 3-1.
I'll say Desmond 2-2.
Bournemouth shocking win, 2-1.
1-0.
OT.
1-0 for me.